To talk more about this, I'd like to bring in Garry Pierre-Pierre. He's the founder of the Haitian Times. Garry, welcome. Thank you for joining us. As we just mentioned, investigators arrested 17 men in connection with this attack, but there are at least 8 people still on the run. What more do we know about the search for the remaining suspects? And is there any indication at this point as to who ordered the assassination?
Well, Tanya, thanks for having me. One question I have to bring up is I've never seen the Haitian police be so efficient, and I've never seen mercenaries be so inept. So essentially, this investigation is a theater. There's photos, the pictures that they're showing, I'm not really sure what's behind all of this. The situation is very fluid. I'm not really clear why would these guys have executed such a brazen hit on a president, sitting president of a state, and then not having an exit strategy. These are the questions I think we would like to answer to. And details. How many guards did the president have? I understand from reliable sources, there is a vault to get to the president's office. It is coded, and to his bedroom rather. So how did they penetrate that? These are more salient questions that we need to ask as journalists to get to the bottom of this. Let's not, just ingest whatever it is that they're feeding us.
Right, yeah, and to that point, do we know any more about how these men got past the president's personal security, as you just mentioned, and where was his security during the attack?
They were all there. I mean, it's clear that this is not a very transparent. This is a very transparent transaction. It's clear that those questions you just asked, Tanya, goes to the heart of the matter. Okay, we need to know these answers. What happened? No shots were fired. No guards were injured. Nothing at all, except the president and his wife. And we need to know why.
And so there's now, of course, a call for an international investigation into the assassination of the president. What would that look like, and who would lead it?
I think the FBI is a good and solid institution that respected in Haiti. And I think the FBI should get involved and get to the bottom of what happened. It can do it, and it should do it. That's the only help that I think Haiti needs right now. Get to the bottom of this.
Has there been any indication that the FBI will do that?
Well, I don't know. No one has asked, but if Prime Minister Claude Joseph should ask the FBI to come in and help Haiti with its investigation, because I don't trust the Haitian police intelligence. I don't trust their capability to handle any of this. We don't have the structure, the institution that's in place to really carry out justice. And we don't need vigilante justice. That's the last thing that Haiti needs right now.
Right. And as you mentioned, the acting prime minister is stepping up during this national crisis. He also has the support of the United Nations. Given that, do you think that the stability of the country remains in jeopardy? And if so, what needs to happen to prevent any sort of collapse?
It's tenuous at best. I mean, Joseph's attempt to, as of this moment, I am in charge moment, is laudable, but he needs to address the nation, ask people to remain calm, and have people to have trust that the government, with the help of the international community, will get to the bottom of what just happened. The country is in mourning. People are shocked, and they just don't know what the answer is. Right now, they need answers. They need people to step up to take the role of leadership.
Garry Pierre-Pierre, founder of the Haitian Times, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.